Are you an iOS developer? Or potentially you're looking to build your first iOS app? Now this might surprise you, but Microsoft actually has a bunch of tools and services that can make a developer's life just a little bit easier. Regardless whether you want to build the app using JavaScript and web standards, C#, or even C++. I'm Jonathan Carter, and in this video I will show you how Visual Studio can make you a more productive iOS developer. Visual Studio's easy setup gets your DevBox ready fast, including a handshake with a local or remote OS X box for build. It comes pre-installed with many project templates so that you can get started building your app fast. It also has integrated debugging support for both devices as well as remote simulators. Visual Studio Team Services supports continuous integration and deployments for iOS apps no matter how you've built them, even if you're using Xcode. And you can use Hockey App for your post-production needs, like distributing betas, analyzing crash reports, and getting feedback from your customers. Let me show you how all of this works. Visual Studio gets you going fast by setting up your DevBox with everything you need for iOS development. With a simple handshake, you can set up a local or remote Mac machine for building your iOS apps. Once set up, you can see that Visual Studio provides you with a variety of templates to get started building your iOS app. If you want to build your app using web standards, you can choose one of the Apache Cordova app templates using either JavaScript or TypeScript. You can iterate quickly using a workflow that is even familiar to web developers. If you want to build your app using C#, the Xamarin extension for Visual Studio provides you with a variety of project templates, including traditional UIKit apps, OpenGL, SpriteKit, and even Apple Watch extensions. Once you've created your project and are beginning to write some code, you'll even notice that directly within Visual Studio, you get a great IntelliSense experience even for the iOS APIs. You can even connect to the storyboard design surface to build the visual components of your app directly in Visual Studio. If you're building using C++, Visual Studio also has project templates for iOS to help you get started building static or shared libraries. Building your app with JavaScript, C# or C++ allows you to achieve maximum code sharing, which makes it easy to build with a common code base to target not just iOS, but also Android as well. Visual Studio Team Services comes pre-built with support for iOS applications, which allows you to automatically build your Xcode projects as part of your CI server. You can also use Hockey App, now a part of Visual Studio Team Services, to automatically deploy your app to testers, as well as to gain insights into the health of your application using crash reporting. So as we saw in the demo, no matter how you're building your iOS app, Visual Studio can make your team more productive and your life as a dev a little easier. To learn more, check out the other videos that go deeper into some of the topics that I've discussed. Additionally, you can follow us on Twitter and watch the VS blog in order to stay current with new functionality that we enable for mobile development, as well as best practices and tips. Thanks for watching.